The Saba Rose Button Foundation was originally established for Saba. The foundation was originally established for her to participate in different therapies. In 2014, the Saba Rose Button Foundation switched to helping other children access all they need to be the best they can be. But we're really proud to be helping others, seeing the benefits that Saba made during that time. So being a not-for-profit local children's charity, we very much rely on the funds that are raised through sponsorships. And I was honoured to meet Nigel and Glenn and all their team about 6 years ago. And the Perth Corporate Rumble has been incredible. I see the synergy between their fighters training really hard to achieve something that they probably thought they couldn't, along with our little fighters who work really hard in their rehabilitation and their therapy sessions. The funds that are raised allow us to sponsor children to do their therapy sessions, whether that is physiotherapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, or music therapy, for them to be the best they can be.
She's very happy and she's very alert, and she's very in the moment, so she knows what's going on. So I help with Mum and the foundation and with Saba a lot. I'm very proud because some kids don't get to do that and they're born not walking, and it's very good that they get to walk and that they develop that.
It is such an honour, and we really love what we do at the Saba Rose Button Foundation. But we couldn't do it without the support of the Perth Corporate Rumble, all their team and all the major sponsors, so thank you so much.
How beautiful, and what a special cause. The Gobsmacked Perth Corporate Rumble is proud to support this inspiring organisation helping children with additional needs and their families across Western Australia. We'll touch base shortly on how you can really get behind this remarkable organisation. We've got 15 adrenaline-fueled fights ahead and one unforgettable night in store. But before we get started, a few quick housekeeping notes. Bathrooms are outside the ballroom, to the left and back near the waiting room. Now, we encourage you to cheer loudly and get behind your fighters. We want to hear your noise, we want to see your energy and your passion. But please be mindful of those around you. Standing in front of seated guests, especially during fighter walkouts and during the rounds, can block their view. So everyone, please be fair and respectful. Everyone's paid to be here to see the action, so don't block anyone else's view. If you are supporting a fighter, we welcome you to gather next to the stage, next to the stairs as they come out during the walkout. This is your moment to show up and show out, get on camera, be seen supporting your fighter. Once the fight begins, we recommend that you return back to your seat, or you can continue watching from the dance floor via the big screens. And finally, you'll find the photo booth and media wall out in the foyer. Be sure to get some photos, capture your night here at the 13th Gobsmacked Perth Corporate Rumble. Moments ago, we got a glimpse of how remarkable the Saba Rose Button Foundation really is and what they do to support children and their families. Now, how can you support? There are 3 ways here tonight at the Perth Corporate Rumble. We are going to be having a live auction after fight number 9. Those items are on display in the foyer. Likewise, with the silent auction, those items are also on display out in the main foyer. We have raffle tickets available throughout the night. They are $10 each. That will be drawn after fight number 12. All proceeds going to the Saba Rose Button Foundation. Details on all of the auction items, matchups, and more can be found in your official PCR booklets on each table. Make sure that you have a read. Now, tonight's silent auction is running via a ballot bidding system. On your table, you will find the ballot bidding form. Can you please find your form, ladies and gentlemen? Hold it up in the air. Look on your table. Let's see them up in the air, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ballot bidding form that you need to fill out if you want to be involved in the silent auction this evening. It's really easy. All you need to do, fill out your details at the top of the form. Enter your one-time maximum bid for the item or items that you are interested in. Please note, you may be the winner of more than one item. Items that are listed as one available only will go to the highest bidder. Where there are multiples available, they will go to the highest bidder and then down until we are sold out. Once you've completed your form, please hold it up in the air and one of our helpers will come and collect it, or you can drop it in the ballot box outside in the foyer. If you have any questions, our friendly volunteers are here to help. I can feel the generosity in the room, ladies and gentlemen, so please dig deep. There are some fantastic prizes to be won. The ballot bidding will close at 10 p.m. sharp. We've got a huge night ahead and the after party kicks off right here in the ballroom, running until midnight. Before we can celebrate, it's time for the main event. 30 incredible boxes. This night is the culmination of 9 weeks of commitment, discipline, and hard work. Let's take a look at how far they've come. Please direct your attention to the big screens.
Everyone said to me the one thing you need to get used to is getting a hit in the head when you start boxing, and I said, I think I'm going to be alright with getting a hit in the head. And it turns out I am.
So I was talking to a mate and I said like, yeah, he said, how are you feeling? I said, oh, I'm a little bit nervous. He said, realistically, what's the worst that can happen? He's like, you're not going to go in there die or anything, are you? Like, they're going to look after you. He's like, you're just nervous about losing.
I had some sparring with Nigel, who's the coach, and I felt like I couldn't even reach him at all, and he just kept hitting me and yelling at me to put my hands up.
We got guns and run.
Told me to put poker face on, and I'm not tired, and arms up, and you don't give up.
Look, the physical component on training is one thing, the mental challenge is another.
It takes a lot out of the weekend, so basically here for half a day Saturday, half a day Sunday, and then back to work on Monday. You don't really get time to recover.
We're killing strangers. We're killing strangers. We're killing strangers so we don't kill the ones that we love. We're killing strangers. We're killing strangers. We're killing strangers so we don't kill the ones that we love. We got
I was just in a dark place and I'm here now and I'm getting beat up 4 times a week. Just enjoy it, and that's easier said than done.
I cannot lose that ring without the win. That's the only focus, by whatever means.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's time to meet the coaches. Introducing first, from the Counterbalance Fitness red corner, the assistant head coach. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Craig Wilson.
Freestyler. Rock the microphone. Carry on with the freestyler. I got to throw on and go on. You know I got to flow on. Select the circle.
Craig Wilson, owner of Counterbalance Fitness, home of the PCR since the move away from Anarchy back at PCR 10. We've had the pleasure of knowing Craig for 40 years now. Brings a sense of discipline and structure to the notorious Reds, complemented by his lovely wife Leonie, rising MMA star Xavier B. Craig has been an invaluable addition over the last 3 PCR's events. Look at him, guys. He is looking sharp tonight.
Sharp as ever. Agent 47 himself.
I think he's up with red socks on.
No gloves this year though.
It's not normal to step inside the ring and fight somebody else who's been trained to fight you. We train these guys up hard. This is not your normal white-collar charity event. This is a real fight. The biggest reality check is boxing fitness is a different fitness. And of course, getting punched in the face is a big reality check for a lot of people if they haven't had that before. We've had girls cry, guys walk off. It's the shock. So I would just hope after this 9 weeks that I've given them the tools to be better fitness, better choices, better healthier choices, and make lifelong friends.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the man leading the charge for the Red Army, your head coach. Please welcome the notorious Nigel Grove!
From the weekend hospital, fuck that. I left the point to go pick up 10,000 from Dez, go take about like 20 G's from Gino.
The notorious one, Nigel Grove, former professional boxer who has been there from the beginning. Started as a coach at the first PCR event back in 2017, then became a director and co-owner. Very intelligent fighter, very intelligent coach, very intelligent boxing promoter. He's coming off a 9-6 victory from PCR 12. He wears the crown with pride. He takes something special from the blue team to reclaim that title tonight. Just got to point out that Nigel tonight is dressed by sponsor Milano Menswear, looking absolutely fantastic as he comes down the race. Your thoughts, guys, on the notorious one?
Looking incredibly dapper this year. This is a step up from what we've been used to from Nigel. Not that it was bad before, but this is next level. He looks relaxed. He looks focused. He looks ready to go. I think he's got this in the bag.
He is very confident. He wants this win so bad.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the men standing across the ring in the Studio 22 blue corner, introducing first the assistant head coach and director of Studio 22. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chris Chiari.
Chris Chiari, director of Studio 22, blue team's major sponsor yet again. He was a fighter back at the first PCR event, back at PCR 1 2017. He's a style of his own, but it's a style that complements Glenn, creating an incubator for progress and talent for the Blues. The style mindset of Glenn, Chris has led some of the most passionate and one-eyed team members I've ever seen. I'm often told once you're a Blue for life. Just ask Alex the Monster Monging or Showtime Justin Abernathy. Look at the shoes on Chris Chiari.
There's a real cult of personality about the Blues, I feel, where it's, you know, the red team is very coach and athlete, and they foster that relationship with the Blues. They're like one big family, they're like one big unit.
Well said, very well said. I saw a couple of blokes have a meltdown about injuries. What we're selling an experience. We're not selling bums on seats. Me and Nigel are selling an experience to the boxers that they'll have forever. The friends they make, the fight, the speeches, the podcast. And it sells itself because when someone does that, their friends come and they go, I want to do that next year. The meltdown's mainly around injuries, but also hard training, time off work, their missus or husband wanting more attention. So yeah, there's lots of challenges and everyone faces them differently, I guess. So yeah, so a lot of guys have this beautiful story about raising us. It's all fantastic, and I'm very proud to be associated with such kind-hearted people.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the man leading the charge, the head coach for the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the $6 million man, Glenn Austin!
Come on. Glenn Austin, $6 million man. Glenn may give the impression of unpredictability, aggression, and throwing caution to the wind with his fighters, but you cannot deny this man's fight IQ. He's an extremely talented fighter and coach, wants nothing more than to reclaim the crown for the infamous Blues. Also dressed by Milano Menswear, looking absolutely fantastic.
The young fella just did the John Cena, you can't see me, so I've officially seen it all out the PCR. The $6 million man, walking in as only he can, japping up everyone he can see. I reckon every year he's getting another million. The man has nothing but pure aura. Glenn Austin knows exactly what he's doing, and his kids have got the same thing going with them. Look at him go.
I believe the kids call this aura farming.
Aura farming, yes. How modern of you, Alex.
I'm on the internet. Glenn Austin, how stylish is that man? Milano Menswear have done it again. Look at him. Look at him, all friendly in the ring. That's going to change very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are just going to have a final word with each one of our head coaches. We're going to start off with the red corner. I have with me here the notorious Nigel Groves. Nigel, you've been on an amazing journey with your team over the past 9 weeks. Have you got any final words for your team and for the man standing across the ring from you?
Yeah, it might have just been 9 weeks, but for us, it's been more like 9 months. We had a very good performance last year, so I'll be looking to replicate that and get a nice big win over these Blues. I know Glenn and Kiara have been working their guys hard, but not as hard as us.
Well, best of luck to you and your team, Nigel. Let's hear it for Nigel and Craig in the Counterbalance Fitness red corner. And now I'm here with the head coach of the Studio 22 blue corner, the $6 million man, Glenn Austin. We just heard the final words from Nigel. Let's hear what you have to say to your man across the ring.
The more I talk smack, the worse we go. So, humble approach. I'm going to say, good luck to you guys. They've all done really well. I've given enough shit to Mason. I won't say anything more today. Have a great night, guys. Thanks everyone for coming.
Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, for Chris and Glenn fighting out of the Studio 22 blue corner.